Early one morning, we were riding bikes in the neighborhood when we ran into our new neighbor right outside our door. That woman had a suggestive look in her eyes and a flirtatious manner. I sensed immediately that she wasn't someone to be taken lightly and promptly warned Phil to stay away from her. Phil nodded in agreement, but his eyes betrayed his curiosity. Seeing this, I couldn't help but feel a bit more uneasy. Luke had been begging for a new bike, but I firmly refused. Yet Phil, ever the indulgent father, secretly bought one behind my back. I sighed helplessly. My husband always resorted to romantic gestures to solve practical problems. Meanwhile, Mitchell and Cameron had adopted their daughter Lily and were overjoyed to attend a parent-child class. At the session, parents gathered around their babies, singing, interacting, and doing gentle massage, the atmosphere warm and lively. They blended in naturally, cradling Lily tenderly while humming softly, their eyes brimming with adoration. Before long, Luke casually parked his new bike by the roadside and wandered off. Phil, spotting this, quietly hid the bicycle while Luke wasn't looking, hoping to teach him the lesson that irresponsibility leads to loss. But before Luke could notice, Phil encountered the new neighbor needing help. After a flurry of activity, when he finally remembered the bike, the hidden bicycle had vanished. Panic seized Phil. Without a second thought, he dashed to the bike shop, bought an identical replacement, and hurried home. Back there, he stammered questions to Luke, only to learn the bike hadn't been stolen at all. After Phil hid it, the kind neighbor, seeing the unattended bike, had simply put it away. Watching Phil's flustered, desperate attempts to cover up, I didn't blame him. I knew his intentions were good. He'd clumsily tried to teach his son responsibility, only to accidentally create a farce. This family never needed a perfect hero. What it needed was someone willing to make mistakes, someone willing to forgive, someone to shoulder burdens together, not someone struggling alone under a web of lies. As the commotion finally died down, we understood each other's hearts more deeply than ever.